Welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Hedges Boxing and Limitless Creations. And here we are. Fight night is finally here. Ben versus Vargas, plus the undercard. Looking forward to this one. We're going to be doing a live watch along from the bottom all the way up to top of the bill. So stay with us all evening, but we'll be doing them as individual live streams. So if there's a fight you particularly want to see, you can just join us for that fight. We won't be doing like a sit here for 5 hours job like we did before, because, hey, it takes a lot to fill the time when Eddie's got a card on and we've got to try and sort all that sort of thing. But with me now, as always, I've got Ender. How you doing, Ender?
I'm great. You like my shirt?
I do like it.
Yeah,
it's very good.
There's an American artist, and she does paintings of it, and she also produces shirts. So when I died, I ordered one. I also have my boxing paraphernalia now, like you. So I have my Mickey Ward gloves from Gleason's gym in New York, and I have my Irish tricolour. Not that there's any Irish boxers on tonight.
So before we start with Hedges versus Jermelic, we are going to go some of the intro.
Are you ready?
So welcome to JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Hedges Boxing and Limitless Creations. I've got Ender with me as always, and we're just about to start the live watch along for Hedges versus Jermelic.
Yeah.
Quite an interesting one. Hedges' second fight. The first fight didn't sort of work out as much as people thought it would. It's going to be an interesting one, this one. You know, this kid hasn't come to sort of roll over.
No, but hopefully Hedges will get his stoppage, and he'll put his career back on track. I mean, you know, an early setback isn't the worst thing in the world. Sometimes it tempers a young boxer's kind of ambition and kind of makes it, you know, it just puts him on a more realistic keel, and he can work better. But best of luck to Hedges, and I hope he gets a stoppage this evening. He's looking good there. He's a very tall chap, isn't he?
Yeah, and you know, I believe he's with Mark Tibbs now, which is a great move.
So that should be very good for him.
And we're into round one. So here we go. And Hedges takes centre of the ring, boxing straight out, and really awkward southpaw as well as dealing with the height. This lad's got his work cut out. We've got a comment already. Zubo, I hope that's right. If not, it's Zubo, I believe. Hi from Croatia. Thanks for tuning in.
La Croatie, 12 points.
Well, there he is. He's off already. But no, thanks for joining us. Give us your predictions for the night.
Yes. Who have you got in the big one? Ben Vargas. Who have you got in the big women's fight? Courtney or Shannon? Shannon Courtney or Ebony Bridges?
Yeah, it's a big night of boxing. And just looking forward to it, really, to be honest.
Yeah, go for the midsection there. That's some good punches from Hedges. Obi gets caught right in the head.
Doesn't it? Seems to have taken ages to get to this boxing event because it's been built up for so long.
It really has.
Yes, it's all about the muscles.
Oh yeah. Well, I'll fucking nut you with my head, Joel. See them gloves. That's what I'm gonna box your head off with when I get over to London. When I get my COVID vaccine, yeah, baby.
You know what? Honestly, bring them.
Ooh.
But I've got some great people over here you can spar. But here we go.
I'm officially crap.
Centre of the ring.
Oh, that's some great punching by Hedges there. Using his reach well.
Jermelic, though, coming forward, he's one of those, you know, typical fighter, coming forward as always. You know, they love it when they're coming up against someone who's been built up as this prospect that's going to be the next thing. So when these other lads come in and they think, you know, even if they haven't won many or haven't won any at all, it's a chance to get yourself out there for other fights, isn't it? So
absolutely. And
he's really come up red across the top of his head already, though.
But I can definitely see Hedges ending up in light heavy given his height.
Yeah, definitely.
Like, what age is he? He's only 20, isn't he?
Yeah, and we, obviously.
Oh, that's a cracking left hand from Hedges. Cracking left hand, and another left.
Do you know what the random thing is, for a guy of that height and that build, he gets really in there, and he works the body as well, which you don't see too often, do you?
Yeah, but I mean, when he works the body, he gets caught. So maybe he learned to use his long reach and his distance to his advantage.
Yeah.
And work the body later stanzas. But no, he's and he enjoys the fight obviously too. And he's pushing him back there with that left. He's a very strong left hand. I'm very impressed with Hedges' left.
Yeah, well, end of the first round. Round to Hedges.
Oh, Hedges for me. Yeah, he landed all the meaningful
round,
shots.
Really. Easy round, picked his shots well, and as you say, he was using the reach very well, more than the last fight, and a lot of redness, isn't there, around the face of Jermelic early on, and Jumbo's in the corner.
Very good. You're a mate.
Oh, do you know what? Absolutely love the bloke. Absolutely, got a lot of time for him, and he's one of those where, as a cut man, it's almost like, well, what am I doing next? And then the next minute he can be in, for example, Gibraltar. The next minute he's, in London. Then he's abroad, and you just think it's great. What a job, what a life, He said,
"But would you like to be a cutman, Joel?"
Yeah, I just think it's great.
If you could have any job in boxing, what job would you like? The boxer.
If I had the fitness, I'd love to do it. But yeah, I wouldn't mind being and I'm giving this a shout out. I've been chatting to Dan Frost, who's a British Boxing Board of Control inspector. So he goes and double checks everything's in place and everything's sorted. What a job. Love it.
And you know where inspectors come from? The R&J panel.
Really nice guy.
Oh, that's another great
what a job.
Oh, but he got caught there again. You'll have to watch that. He's getting caught quite simply now. And he needs to get his good shot in there and not admire his work. Get out of the way.
He's got a great left hand, doesn't he? Great left hand.
He stands there and admires his work instead of getting out of there,
Or digging in a bit more. Do you know what I mean? It's almost like he pauses after a couple of shots.
Yeah, that's what I mean. It's this pause.
But
it's a second fight.
It's a second fight, yeah.
This is what these fights are for learning.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not criticizing Hedges here. I'm just pointing out stuff that is going to move him forward as a boxer. Like, no criticism to him, because he's got all the basic ingredients. He's got that wonderful left hand. He's got his height. He's got his reach.
He's got a good jab.
He's with Tibbs now. He could go far.
Yeah. Well, we're both fans, aren't we, of Jimmy and Mark Tibbs, and they do a great job with their fighters. I've always had a lot of respect for Tibbs.
And as well, trainers and fighters, need to gel as well. And sometimes you don't work with one trainer, but you move to a different trainer and bang, it works. And another guy I'm very fond of is Andy Lee. And he's building up a good stable now, and he's got the New Zealander.
Yeah, Joseph Parker, isn't he now?
Joseph Parker now coming up to his big fight.
That's a hell of what a job to land.
Yeah.
And I think he could take Parker to the next level.
Well, hopefully he can, because God, anyone that's ever seen an Andy Lee fight was always in for a treat, But
oh, look, here we go, all the way from Australia. Boxing Australia has joined us.
Hey.
Yeah, well, you're just joining us for second round of Hedges versus Jermelic.
Well, I'll be shouting for Australia later.
Hedges is pretty much just working his jab well. He's on the verge of taking the second round as well.
That straight left is scoring for me. Again, a great job there, as you were pointing out.
Yeah, he's thanks for joining us. If you're joining us for the first time, go over to YouTube, hit the subscribe button, check out the rest of the content. But we'll be doing live watch-alongs for each fight throughout the evening. So we'll stop after this one. We'll be back. I think it's about 7 o'clock, isn't it, Ender? Back at about 7.
It's about 7. It's going on to the main channel on Sky Sports. I'm not sure if it's Arena or Action or which one of those. And then I'd say the main event will be on Sky Sports main event. So
as I say, we'll be doing them.
Or wherever you get your boxing from.
A fight at a time. We'll be doing them. So we'll do one fight. We'll come out. We'll come back in, just so that if you do want to look back at them another time, almost like a library of videos, you can just pick the one you want to watch, and then so easy. And like Boxing Australia said, Aussie, Aussie, Aussie.
Oi, oi, oi.
He's put it's 3:30 a.m. here.
Yeah, this is like us watching the American boxing.
Yeah, exactly. Welcome to our world.
But I suppose he watches the American boxing having his breakfast.
Exactly.
Or maybe his lunch, maybe if it's Las Vegas.
I believe. Is Boxing Australia, is that Damo? Send us in the chat if that's Damo. Because he's a top lad.
We should get him on.
Yeah, I think to be fair, we'll wait until the evening goes on a bit and he's woken up a bit more.
Oh yeah, I don't mean like literally right now. Sorry, Joel.
He's put, and we have the fights starting at 4 a.m. on Fox. Oh well, yeah, same equivalent, isn't it? Really.
Mm-hmm. You're watching Fox.
But yeah, third round, 2 minutes to go. He's put, of course, it's Damo. Well, thanks for joining us, Damo. Much appreciated.
Where's my T-shirt?
If you haven't subscribed, basically sort it out, mate, because we were chatting the other day.
Why? So you know who subscribed. You've got your list. You're checking it twice. Yeah. I think we need to have a competition for our subscribers shortly.
There is one coming up shortly.
Good. So get clicking that subscribe box.
But we'll sort that out nearer the time.
Yeah. I'm just teasing them, offering incentives.
But no, John's pretty much dictated the fight. I don't think there's anything that's really sort of.
The only thing I don't like is how he plants his feet. He really does plant his feet. He needs to be more.
He really brings himself down, doesn't he? Drops himself down to basically the height of his opponent.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think nice performance. About 50 seconds to go of round 3, and just looking good. Throwing that left's really sharp, isn't it?
Yeah, it's very good. Do you want to know why my YouTube wouldn't work? I thought it was in Italy.
I know, it's better than nothing.
There you go.
I'm like, why did I need Italian?
I don't know, but thank you. And here we go. Look, love you guys, and I am subscribed. Much love from Australia. Damo, lovely message. Thank you very much, mate. Yeah. And as I say, if you want to come on in a bit, send me a WhatsApp, and I'll drop you in a link, and we'll get you on.
Yeah, maybe before the Australian fights.
Yeah. We'll sort something out, or even before the main event. Whenever you're free, Damo, just give me a shout. Whenever you're free, mate, just give me a shout.
That was a nice job out there from Hedges again.
Yeah,
he's picking the shots more in this round. And there's the end of round 3. Will he go for the stoppage in round 4?
Well, this is it.
But it's an impressive performance nonetheless.
Bridget's going to do the business. Well, as someone that has to be impartial on the show, yeah, I really hope she does.
Me too. Just fucking hope she beats the fuck over.
To be fair, I think all we can pretty much say is the war is on. Is pretty much is the way it's going to go.
There's Connor.
So yeah, I have to say Connor looks in great shape.
He does, and fair play to Connor.
And I don't know if you subscribe to his YouTube channel because he has like a Connor Ben TV type thing.
I didn't know he did that. Jesus, I'll be all over that.
His training is unreal. He said this is the first training camp where he's actually said, like basically I need to have a break every so often because they're really pushing him to the next level, and I think we'll see it tonight. I think
Well,
we'll
he
see
really
it.
will, because I mean, Vargas has a gatekeeper. I mean, he's a very tough opponent. So
He's kind of the gatekeeper to the worlds, isn't he?
oh,
If you
he's
know what I mean.
gatekeeper to the world level. Yeah, absolutely. You know,
You
if
know,
you can
but
beat
even
him,
he said he still fights to make a better life for him and his family. So he's still got that hunger, and that's a dangerous fighter. So
oh,
it's
absolutely.
going to be great. It's going to be great. Good main event, in my opinion.
Yeah, no, I'm really looking forward to it. I'm really looking forward to it.
So we've got just coming up about 2 minutes left of round 4. Hedges pretty much dictating the jab with his southpaw stance, using his height and reach a lot
A
better.
nice uppercut there to the body from Hedges. But
yeah, he's just
but in fairness, his opponent is as tough as teak. He's not moving, not looking.
Keeps coming forward, doesn't he? He keeps coming forward, and yeah, you know, he's not going to go out of this ashamed or anything. He's you know, going to be an opponent for another young prospect coming up, isn't he? I think that's his role now, to be honest.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
It's going to be a great fight, and Connor is a real likeable lad, very good fighter, very charismatic, and the next star in the UK for sure. Well, there you go. Heard it from the
High
Aussie.
praise.
Must be right.
As he camps by his billabong under the shade of a coolabah tree.
Blowing on his didgeridoo.
No, he's waltzing Matilda. There's no didgeridoo in waltzing Matilda.
No, I meant as in he's just blowing on his didgeridoo.
No, but I was giving the lyrics to waltzing Matilda, and you ruined it.
Sorry, thank you.
It's all right. Minute left.
Anyway, yeah, there's a minute. There's coming up to about 40 seconds. Round 4 of 4. Yeah, Hedges just got to try not to be too cocky.
Yeah,
just see the job out, and
he moved into a little bit cocky phase there, and
but hey, like we said, second fight, youngster.
yeah, but you do, you know, like
but do the fundamentals.
Yeah, and there's a swing and a hit hot air.
I tell you though,
and then he makes his opponent.
Really I think he's boxed really well today.
Oh no, he has boxed well. I mean, he's won every round for me.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, easily, isn't he?
Oh, he got hot there though, so he'll need to watch that. He'll need to watch his defense. You know, he's got long arms. He's got a long reach. Use it.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, end of the fight. End of 4 rounds.
Well, it's 40-36.
Don't start your shitties, but I'll tell you, Ender, I'll get you to have a chat with Damo. We'll have a conversation across the 3 of us on WhatsApp. Quality guy. You will really like him.
Who was that aimed at, me or you?
Probably me.
Oh, that's all right then.
Yeah. But yeah.
Because I'll get him fucked out of the Eurovision now if he keeps that up.
Well, anyway. So, yeah, end of the 4 rounds. Ender.
It's a 40-36 for me.
Yeah, it's an easy, it's a great performance. As you say, still at that stage of sort of tinkering.
Oh, I mean,
what you want to do.
A teenager, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
he's got a baby face. I mean, he's a lot to learn, and Tibbs is the man to learn it with. So.
Yeah, good. Yeah, just a good performance.
Again, his defense, I would kind of hope he'd tighten up on and be more nimble on his feet, not be so, you know, he kind of buries himself in a stance and takes a few shots. He needs to just be a bit more ready to move.
More ruthless, really. A bit more ruthless, but calculated.
Ruthless. He needs to move.
I think is the word. You don't kind of throw your jab, land a great shot with your left, and then sort of, oh, that was really good.
Admire your work.
Really good. And then, you either follow it up or take the step back and continue.
Or move out of the way. And, you
know.
know.
But win's a win. Well done, John Hedges.
Oh, absolutely. We
2-0.
didn't.
2-0.
2-0, yeah. Well done, John.
Yeah, if you haven't seen it, I interviewed John a couple of weeks ago. Check it out. It's on the YouTube channel at JG's Fight Talk. Really nice lad. Working hard, does the work at the gym, and deserves it. kicked
Yeah,
off a really good
I
night
gave
of
Joel
boxing.
an interview in his car, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was literally his mate had just picked him up from the gym.
Yeah, because
So-
you've gotten a lot of these car interviews lately.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a bit
The
of an
one
odd
last night was great crack.
Oh, top lads. But yeah, pretty much 7:05 is the next time, which will be Nick Campbell versus Peter Froelich.
Yeah,
Really looking forward to that. Nick
absolutely.
Campbell, great
Glasgow
boxer,
Warrior.
top guy.
Lovely guy. And again, if
Debut.
you're on now, check out Nick Campbell's interview with Joel and then come back to us at 7:05. We'll be back live.
Yeah,
Ready
really
to
nice
go.
guy.
For
Really nice guy.
and his shorts are just awesome. I love his shorts.
Yeah, they were cool, weren't they? They are cool.
Oh, they're lit.
So his
as the kids
debut,
would say.
his debut, really looking forward to it. Then apparently around sort of 7:45, I know these times aren't really to be kept to because anything can happen. But 7:45 around Alexander Espinoza versus Cash Farouk. Cash Farouk, great youngster. If you like a fight, that lad does put on a great performance. Looking forward to that one. And then around 8:30 or any time before, I won't be held responsible for times. Shannon Courtney versus Ebony Bridges. A big anticipated fight. Yeah. The battle of the lingerie, the battle of the boobs.
I was going to say, if this was WWE, it'd be one of these, what do you used to call them?
It's basically this
like
one's
a knickers and bra match or something. What was
that? This is going to be a bra and panties match all the way.
That's it, bra and panties. And you knickers. Americans don't
There's
say
only going to be one wearing bra and panties. So following that, 9:15, Savannah Marshall versus Maria Lindbergh. Actually, quite an interesting one because that Maria Lindbergh, quite a tough cookie. She's been.
It is, and it's a good test to see should Savannah Marshall be at the real upper end of women's boxing, up there with Katie Taylor and the others that are the genuine.
I rate her a lot, Savannah Marshall.
I know you do. I mean, she's good. She's not Katie Taylor good, but she's good.
I think we're soon going to find out how good she is.
Oh yeah.
So. And around sort of 10:15, which is probably about right, to be fair. Conor Benn versus Samuel Vargas, going to be a cracker. We're going to see Conor fighting Famella was that European level, in my opinion. Yeah. Now we're about to see the step up if he is going to be world level. In my opinion,
if he can compete at world level, yeah.
Yeah, and personally, I think he's in there, but this will be the fight to tell us whereabouts he's in there. So, as I say, you've been watching JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. Got Ender with me throughout the evening, top man, and I wouldn't have anyone else, to be honest. Love him to bits.
Can't afford anyone else.
And I phoned everyone else and they're not available.
They're not answering his calls. Just this Paddy over here.
I've been phoning Jumbo and I've heard he's
Speaking
in the
of
corner.
Paddies, well done Rachel Blackmore on winning the Grand National. First woman jockey to win the National. Superb. I think every person in Ireland had money on her. Woo.
So, well done to her.
The Milky Bars are on me, Joel.
We'll be seeing you at about 7:00 or just before.
So I'm going back to watch the rugby now.
Thank you as always. Boxing Australia, I hate to say it, but Shields beats Marshall. By the way, we haven't read that out. Boxing Australia has come back with Paddy the Irish Leprechaun.
I like Convict.
Anyway, moving on. And now we're going to have
some of this.
See you at 7:00, people. JG's Fight Talk, sponsored by Rich's Boxing and Limitless Creations. Have some of this.
Are you ready?